over the black crevice. At noon, the ravens rush with rusty cries. Their shadows touch the deer's back, and at times they loom in gnarled rest. Oh, how they derange the brown stillness. In the 1 acre, itself entranced, like a woman married to grave premonitions. And at times, you can hear them bicker about a corpse they sniffed out somewhere, and sharply they bend their flight towards north and dwindle away like a funeral, march in the air, shivering with bliss. Sun autumnal thin and apprehensive, and the fruit falls from the trees. Stillness dwells in blue rooms. A long afternoon, dying sounds of metal, and a white animal breaks down. The rough songs of brown girls have blown away in the falling leaves. The forehead dreams God's colors, feels the soft wings of insanity. Shadows rotate on the hill, fringed blackly by rot. Dusk full of rest and wine. Sad guitars trickle, and as if in a dream, you turn to the calm lamp within. The brown village. A darkness is often reflected by striding along walls that stand in autumn. Figures, both man and woman, deceased walk in cool rooms to prepare the bed of those. Here boys play, heavy shadows widen. Over brown manure, maids walk through moist blueness, and sometimes they look out of eyes fulfilled with night chimes. For the lonely there is an inn. It waits patiently under dark arches, where golden clouds of tobacco move around, yet always the self is black and near. The drunk ponders in the shadow of ancient arches, after the wild birds that are drawn far away. Under the trimmed willows, where brown children are playing, and leaves tumbling the trumpets blow, a quaking of cemeteries, banners of scarlet rattle through a sadness of maple. Trees, riders along rye fields, empty mills, or shepherds sing during the night, and stags step delicately into the circle of their fire, the grove's sorrow. Immensely old, dancing, they loom up from one black wall. Banners of scarlet, laughter, insanity, trumpets. Toward evening, you hear the cry of the bats. 2 black horses bound in the pasture. The red maple rustles. The walker along the road sees ahead the small tavern. Nuts and young wine taste delicious. Delicious to stagger drunk into the darkening woods. Village bells, painful to hear, echo through the black. Fir branches, dew forms on the face. Always you return, melancholy. Oh, the meekness of the lonely soul. A day glows golden until the end. Humbly the patient one knuckles down before grief, resounding with harmony and tender insanity. See, it dusks already. Again night descends, and a mortal laments, and another commiserates. Shuddering under autumn stars, the head bends deeper every year. once more following the blue grief of the evening, down the hill to the springtime fish pond, as if the shadows of those dead for a long time were hovering above, the shadows of church dignitaries, of noble ladies. Their flowers bloom so soon, the earnest violets, in the earth at evening, and the clear water washes. From the blue spring, the oaks turn green, in such a ghostly way, over the forgotten footsteps of the dead, the golden clouds over the fish pond. In the evening, when the bells ring peace, I follow the wonderful flights of birds that in long rows, like devout pilgrim processions, disappear into the clear autumn vastness. Wandering through the dusk-filled garden, I dream after their brighter destinies, and hardly feel the motion of the hour hands. Thus I follow their journeys over the clouds. Then a whiff of decay makes me tremble. The blackbird complains in defoliated branches. The red wine sways on rusty trellises. Meanwhile, like the death dances of pale children, around dark fountain edges that weather, shivering blue asters bend in the wind. In the evening, when we go on dark paths, our pale figures appear before us. If we thirst, we drink the white water of the pond, the sweetness of our sad childhood. Deceased, we rest under the elder bushes, watch the gray gulls. Spring's clouds rise over the sinister city that silences the monks' nobler times. When I took your narrow hands, you quietly opened round eyes. This is long ago, yet when the dark harmony visits my soul, you appear white in the friend's autumnal landscape. Flown away is the gold of days, the evening's brown and blue colors. The shepherd's soft flutes have died, the evening's blue and brown colors. Flown away is the gold of days. A man who walks in the black wind, the dry reeds, rustle quietly through the silence of the marshy pastures. In the gray skies, a migration of wild birds move in ranks, catty corner over dark waters, insurgents in the collapsing houses. Decay is fluttering out with black wings. Crippled up birches breathe heavily in the wind. Evening in empty roadhouses, the longing for home settles about the delicate despair of the grazing flocks. Vision of the night, toads plunge from silver waters. With the ghostly shapes of dead heroes, moon you fill the growing silence of the forest. Sickle moon, with the gentle embraces of lovers and with ghosts of famous ages, all around the crumbling rocks. The moon shines with such blue light upon the city where a decaying generation lives. Cold and evil, a dark future prepared for the pale grandchild, you shadows swallowed by the moon, sighing upward in the empty goblet of the mountain lake. In the farmyard, the white moon of autumn shines. Fantastic shadows fall from the eaves of the roof. A silence is living in the empty windows. Now from it, the rats emerge softly and skitter here and there, squeaking, and a gray, malodorous mist from the latrine follows behind them, sniffling. Through the mist, the ghostly moonlight quivers, and the rats squeak eagerly, as if insane, and go out to fill houses and barns, which are filled full of fruit and grain. Icy winds quarrel in the darkness. Over the white fish pond, the wild birds have blown away. An icy wind drifts from our stars at evening. Over our graves, the broken forehead of the night is bending. Under the oaks, we veer in a silver skiff. The white walls of the city are always giving off sound under arching thorns. Oh, my brother blind, minute hands, we are climbing toward midnight. Mankind placed before fiery gorges. A drum roll, dark warriors' foreheads, steps through blood fog, black iron resounds. Despair, night in sad brains. Here Eve's shadow, hunt, and red money. Clouds through which light breaks, the Last Supper. A gentle silence dwells in bread and wine, and those are gathered 12 in number. At night they scream in sleep under olive branches. St. Thomas dips the hand into the stigmata. The breath of the unmoved, an animal face, grows stiff in blueness, its holiness. Enormous is the silence in stone, the mask of a nocturnal bird. The soft triad fades into one sound. Ally, your countenance bends speechless over bluish waters. Oh, you still mirrors of truth. On the ivory temple of the lonely one, the reflection of fallen angels appears.